of the grid. We wait for the lights. Red lights are on, he's holding them there. Red light, and there to green, and it's Bob Lyons. Bob Lyons tragically wasted away at the line, but it's Ellis and Clarence away with the beautifully prepared V8 of John Grottick tucked in behind them as they head up for Cops for the first time. Ellis takes the lead. It's Ellis, Clarence, Grottick, Hutchinson, and Hutchinson will be delighted with that start. Third row now. They go out of our sight. We look towards Beckett's. We look, no large clouds of dust, but we look towards Beckett's. Yes, they come into our sight, and it's Ellis in the lead as they, excuse me, come down underneath the Foster's Bridge, the packed bunch. Chris Bridge, now did he get away from the pit wall? We're not certain here, but Andrew informs me as he did add it. Ellis into Brooklands for the first time. Clarence tucked up behind, the V8 of John Grottick, hounded all the way by the MGA of Bob Lyons, 77 Simon Hutchinson, 23 Paul Baker, and then the first standard car of Dave Ecob, closely in contention as the pack stream round Brooklands. Ellis goes through to complete lap one, the beautiful prepared Damascus white midget of Mark Ellis. Hutchinson and Baker embroiled in a battle here. And George Edney has the legs on Gary Ward. Now Gary Ward isn't going to be too pleased with that. Gary will be fighting all the way. As the pack stream through, and I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a delight for me that car 52 coming through here, Eddie Fasuni now, ladies and gentlemen. Watch for Eddie Fasuni because he'll be challenging all the way. He really was wound up. He was down as a reserve, but yes, he sized his way through there. Eddie looking to continue in his winning streak as he did at Cadwell last week. Will be looking for a win, but it's the two in front here, Ellis and Clarence. These really have the measure of the field, and yes, Bob Lyons drifts past John Grottick there for third place out of Brooklands, but it's still, Grottick has a look on the inside, and a wonderful battle there between 77 and 23, but 23 gets the legs on Hutchinson as he comes into Luffield too. We're going to turn our attention a bit way down the pack now, so to speak, as Bob Lyons goes through the beautifully sounding A-Series engine of Bob Lyons, hounded all the way by the 3.5 litre V8 of John Grottick. So Dave Ecob and George Edney, John Stokes, Gary Ward and Simon Ward there having a wonderful day in Metro in Class A. So, Chris Bridge, you remember, ladies and gentlemen, started from the pit lane, 97 going through there, the ex-Metro Turbo Challenge car, making his way through the field. He'll be really charging, but it's Fasuni 52 as he comes up on number. I know it's Steve Hart, but we'll have to see car number 11, Steve Hart. Fasuni fires his way through a cop. So, car 50 coming through now. Peter Weston from Wiltshire, a waterboard engineer. A very, very sick-sounding Metro there, but it's Guy Sankey. He'll be enjoying himself. Guy Sankey, this is the first time that Guy Sankey's raced since 1983, ladies and gentlemen, so he's obviously got to acclimatise himself to the track conditions. In fact, I raced at Cadwell Park in 83 with Guy Sankey, so we go back a long time. So the leader's still Mark Ellis, 99. Stamping his authority on this race, but Paul Clarence, I can assure you, will be trying every bit of knowledge he knows to wind in Mark Ellis. Gary Ward going through there. And 97 seems to be coming into the pit lane. Tragedy for 97, Chris Bridge. Coming into the pit lane, obviously, the lady there that has struck him out of this race. And that really will be a great shame. So, 52 in, and disaster for Eddie Fasuni. Got him the race, started from the back of the grid, and Eddie coming into the pit lane. So, we look forward for the race leaders on their way now to complete lap 4, 99, up amongst the back markers. Paul Clarence in second position. Bob Lyons holding a safe third, and there really is a tremendous battle building up here for fourth place. The MGV8 of John Grottick, the Frog-Eye Sprite of Paul Baker, and the Midget of Hutchinson embroiled there in a battle, and Dave Ogden watching, waiting to see if any mistakes are made. So 97 after the 97. Comfortably winning Class B, but John Stokes is finding some fleeting pace there. George Etney in that beautifully prepared MGTB separates the two Class C winners, or Class B leaders, shall we say. We're going to take a look now at car 94, Howard Lyman. Howard enjoying his first season of motorsport with the Phoenix, done a couple of races last year with the Austin Healey Club, but came over, joined us, and has attended every round this year, and really is doing well up in the points as Ellis, a comfortable lead at Ellis. 99 goes through, lapping the MG 1300 of the Boutel brothers, the infamous Boutel brothers from somewhere south of the river. We won't go into great detail where they come from, but Kirk and Alan Boutel share this car, and I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that they found this car in a scrapyard, purchased it for the princely sum of £25, and have been thoroughly enjoying themselves ever since. So if you're looking to come out racing, take a leaf out of their book and go down your scrapyard, try and scrap MG 1300 for £25, and you can be there with them. So 59 there seems to, no, car 50 seems to be in trouble at Brooklands. Smoke emitting from the exhaust there, going very, very slowly, and I really think he ought to pull off the slow speed that he's going round there. In fact, the front runners lacking them there. Yes, car 50 pulled up on the grass verge, tucking him safely out of the way, out of harm's way at that critical corner there. Marshall running over there. There doesn't seem to be too many problems. And an interesting battle for fourth place. We reminded you, yes, as Paul Baker scythes past the MGV8 of John Grottick. Paul Baker, the beautifully Frog-Eye Sprite, but a telltale oil smoke coming from his exhaust now. Will John have the legs on the straight as they go down the pit straight? John has a look on the outside. Obviously the better handling Frog-Eye, but John gets past him there as he leads into Cops, and Simon Hutchinson and Dave Ogden well in contention. This really is a beautiful battle there for the slot. So, on lap 6, in fact, coming up to complete lap 7, we look for the leaders as here they come. In fact, Clarence has got closer to Ellis. Clarence seems to have pulled in those very, very critical extra yards on Ellis. So we ask ourselves, has Clarence got something left for this final 3 laps of this MG Car Club Phoenix Petroleum Challenge? Clarence definitely closer to Ellis. And it's going to be very interesting. They're once again up in the back markers. In fact, Clarence closing very, very rapidly on Ellis. Is he going to have a look as they go into Cops? Ellis says, no, Paul, you stay where you are, and you're going to have to wait another lap. We look for them intensely as they head up to Maggots now, then up to Beckett. It'll be a few seconds while they're out of our view, but we look forward with anticipation as they come down on their next tour of this marvellous Silverstone circuit. Eagerly anticipating there. In fact, there is nothing between Clarence and Ellis. They're coming into Brooklands now. Clarence really seems to have got it together. In fact, Clarence is the lead, a new leader in this race. Paul Clarence, well, I'm sure he's going to be delighted to having pinched the lead off Ellis. We can only ask ourselves, is there a problem with Ellis's car? Is Clarence driving beyond all expectation? But it's a definite battle now, a battle between Clarence, the beautifully prepared Austin Healey Sprite, Ellis, anything left? Third place man, we look for third place man Lyons, and yes, third place still held by Lyons, but that battle for fourth place still raging. Grottic has it at the moment. Oh, and tragedy, it looks sad for Paul Baker. A horrendous oil cloud coming from the back of the Frog Eye, yes, and his arm goes up. Paul Baker calls it a day as tragically oil pouring from that car, but Grottic, Ogden and Hutchinson embroiled in that battle for fourth place, and we ask ourselves, can John hold that place? So, still the leaders come through again. It's Clarence, this beautifully prepared car of Paul Clarence. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you have the opportunity, go over to the paddock, have a look at this car, because you really will not see a better prepared MG midget racing here today. The preparation of that car really, really is spectacular. As they start their ninth lap, number 5, Paul Clarence leads from Mark Ellis, 99. And really, Mark has hounded and hounded Clarence. Clarence has hounded Ellis, and it'll be interesting in the post-race interview to see really if there was a problem with Ellis's car. Lyons coming through for a safe third place now, lapping the beautifully prepared MG T-type of Paul Edney, the son of George, a father and son team running in here, and we come up a frenetic battle here. Grottic lapping the beautifully prepared MGA of Graham Coles, Ogden on the outside of Coles, and Hutchinson keeping a watching brief should anything go wrong with those two cars. And 59 going through there. Permanent, it doesn't sound too healthy, but he's going to make it to the finish to score those all-important points. Clarence coming through to start his last lap. In fact, he's won the race, ladies and gentlemen, in the excitement. Clarence takes the win, Ellis second, and I'm sure it will be Bob Lyons third. I'm very, very eager to anticipate Paul Clarence. I'm going to hand you over now to Andrew as I make my way down to the pit lane to interview, which I'm sure will be a very, very ecstatic Paul Clarence, registering his first win in this 10-lap MG Car Club Phoenix Petroleum Challenge. Andrew, over to you.
Thanks indeed, Phil. Well, what an exciting Phoenix Petroleum race that turned out to be, and those two artists absolutely hammer and tongs. That's what MG Car Club Motor Racing is all about. Yes, that's what MG Car Club Racing really is all about. And the weather forecast for the Silverstone area coming true, in fact, because warm with hazy sunny spells is our forecast, with a top temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. That's around 74 degrees Fahrenheit.